Oops. That's some weird shit right there. Okay, so of course my timing's probably all over the place, but that little rhythm thing there, I got some cool stuff I want to tell you guys. Had a great day today. Lots of cool stuff going on. Had a great meeting with a record label here. A great guy, Gary Pachosa, that runs Rounder in Concord. Had a great meeting with him today about some stuff. A bunch of trio gigs coming up. Did have to go to a friend of mine's, really dear friend of mine with an amazing family here, Nashville natives. We call him the Chief. His dad passed away. He was 92 years old, lived a great life, amazing dude. And so went to that service this morning, had a great meeting, had a great lesson today. And then, man, just some cool stuff going on. Tonight, here in just a little bit, going to hear 3 awesome guitar players right in my neighborhood. Underdog, Todd Sharp, which Todd's one of our favorites. He's an amazing guitar player, singer, songwriter, amp builder, and amp repair and modifier. And then Ryan Scott, killer New York guitar player, is playing at D's Lounge with our buddy Steve Mackey, and I'm not sure who's on drums. Might be our guy Jordan Perlson. And then Brothers Landreth is right up here. Like literally, I could walk to the venue, the Riverside Revival, where we're going to do the guitar immersion experience eventually. They're playing there tonight. So right in East Nashville, right in my neighborhood, 3 amazing guitar gigs going on tonight. So I'm going to go check those out and say hi to those dudes. Anyway, playing this Strat here that I got from Greg Voros. It's a newer body, pretty lightweight, with all 60s guts and a 60s neck, 66. So pretty cool guitar. What I was doing there before I went into that weird half-hole chord or whatever that is, like a sharp 9 chord. So that's like this, you know. Back to the blues, right? Get a little outside and then get back to the blues. But that's not what I want to talk about. Also, guys, I was driving down 12 South the other day. Nashville's on fire, man. This whole town is a construction zone. It's amazing. I've never seen a town anywhere in the United States grow as rapidly as Nashville. It is just absolutely on fire. There are no weekends or weekdays anymore. It's just people here, tourists going crazy all the time. It's a lot of fun. Great to have gotten here when I did 22 years ago, I'll tell you that. But anyway, I was driving down 12 South, which is a cool little walking area I used to live in with Jed Hughes, and we all lived together in this big house. That was 20 years ago. And so riding down 12 South, and they're opening up a Viore store. So if you haven't checked out Viore, get yourself some Ponto Performance jogger pants, sweatpants from Viore. They're the most comfortable sweatpants you're ever gonna put on ever. And so you gotta try that. I know it sounds a little crazy to talk about that, but you guys, I'm telling you, it's a life changer as far as comfort and lounging goes. So anyway, check those out. But I wanted to talk about a couple things. First of all, let's talk a little bit about tone. And I'm not talking about, what I want to make the distinction of here is I'm not talking about setting your amps or setting your pedals or setting your tone controls here. First of all, I usually gravitate towards the front pickup on a Strat because it's just such a great sound. That little, you know. It just makes you want to play. That's a nice, I mean, that front pickup on a Strat is just so classic. Anyway, what I'm getting to is I'm using everything all the way up on these guitars. I don't really mess with the tone knob a whole lot. I got the volume and the tones all the way up, and then I let the amp do the work, and then incorporate some pedals sequentially, kind of nice gain stages up under that. But like, you know, a nice foundation tone with a nice fat, clean amp sound with some reverb. And then again, I'm using a medium pick, a D'Addario or Fender style medium pick, the rounded edge. And I'm really, that has a big thing, a lot to do with the tone, is the fact that this rounded edge, I'm using this way, but I'm also concerned about this edge. And when they're tumbled and it's a nice smooth edge, those Jazz 3s and those Tortex or whatever they are with this real sharp edge, they sound scratchy and harsh. And unless you're going for that, then I'd suggest maybe trying something a little bit different like this. But so here's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about pulling tone out of the guitar with your right and left hand. Like if I see a lot of guys doing this, kind of getting this effect, you know, where they're just, that doesn't sound good, right? We know that. That's, you know. So this is like, this is an electric instrument, of course, but you kind of got to approach it like it's an acoustic instrument. You know, practice with the guitar volume down or unplugged and just see. See what it sounds like with nothing plugged in, and see how much sustain you're getting. Also see what your threshold of the splat is, you know, where that's the splat, right? We don't like the splat. We want a nice point of contact from the string to the fret, nice solid note, right? So make sure your guitar's set up good. This is all stuff that's going to help you. You know, it's not about hitting that string real hard. Now, your dynamics is coming from your right hand, so you have a broad spectrum of tones and attacks and dynamics that you can get from this right hand alone. So what I mean by that is I want to kind of have this kind of effect where it's, you know, let's see, let me get my shit together here. That kind of, you know, I'm going to attack certain notes, right? I want to really try to say something. In this video so far than any one I've ever done. So you get what I mean. I mean, there's times where you're gonna really want to dig in, and a lot of times as I'm digging in, my hand might go farther back to get this tighter string tension, right? That kind of thing, right? More like a T-Bone Walker approach, But if I'm hitting really hard up here, it's going to start splatting out and not sound that great. Okay, so there's a little bit of the tone as far as just pulling some of these things out with your hand, you know. I'm constantly hyper-focused on what this is feeling like with my right and left hand. If it starts getting a little splatty, if I'm down here, right, and it's high notes and it's on the high frets, I want to really make sure. This pick is not sounding that great to me. There's a little bit of a bump. I can feel it right there. And then this side, way smoother. I'm telling you, it's crazy. the phrasing and the attack of things like with your right hand is constantly changing. You know, as I feel, you know, the strings under my fingers, I'm kind of adjusting that dynamic with my right hand the whole time. So there's that. Also, be careful about pressing too hard with your left hand. That can make the guitar go out of tune. There's a couple things there. But I'm mainly just in this video, it's not going to be a long one because I got to get ready, but this was like mainly just wanted to address that. Just really try to focus on how hard you're hitting with your right hand technique. That some of that funk rhythm stuff I was doing earlier, really that was a demonstration to just kind of show you, like, really just feathering that. I mean, if you did it, if I turn this volume knob up, and also, so I'm just feathering it across the strings. I'm not digging in real hard and hitting too hard. Another thing about that rhythm part is I'm kind of building on a theme. So if I'm going, I was going to get into timing in just a second too, so hold on just a second. I got a great little trick for you. So if I'm doing this, you know, that's kind of it's kind of almost a call and response with this rhythm stuff. You can come up with your own stuff. So again, that would be like, you know, first part. That's one, right? You know, put a little lick in between there. Right, little things like that. But so call and answer. Now, some of these things I was doing there, it's kind of going over the bar line a little bit, where I'm kind of doing something like this. Let's see, that's not a great example. So that's kind of just keeps going and going and going. Let's see, what else was going to show? Oh, the rhythm thing here. So if you sit around and do this, I would just like you to try to do this. Watch go to A. Playing horrible today, but so check this out. So it's about in this riff here, I love this riff. Watch, to the third of A, then to the flat, so right out of that chord. Then make yourself learn that everywhere. Here's E. Slide to the major third, then flat 7. B, if it was B, Right? I can't do it with the thing, you know, with the bass note, but that's the idea. Watch, here, dude, here. Right here. What would that be? I'm not sure how to do that right there. It would basically be that. My brain's fried today, but that's it if you do it in closed position. But this is the exercise. Yeah, anything like that. Doesn't have to be complicated, but just play the blues, but keep this timing going. Really keep that going, that dead thumb I call it. And it's not independent. I'm just pinching, kind of like this. Like old Delta blues style, kind of, right? Like all minor pentatonic, pretty much. Right, that kind of phrasing stuff, right? But the thing is I mean, this is, you know, I'm just kind of messing around here, but the thing about it is I'm trying to keep the phrasing and the timing going, that internal pulse of just something going with that. So just add that into your bag of tricks for practicing and stuff like that. Also, big news, the t-shirts are available. GT Trio, that's the Guthrie Trapp Trio, featuring Tim Marks on the Fender 4-string electric bass guitar and Jordan Perlson on the drums and the cymbals. These guys have distinguished themselves in more ways than I am able to get into right now. Great rhythm section. We got a bunch of stuff coming up, but check the links below for the t-shirts and the TrueFire courses that are coming out in about 5 days. All the links to everything. The links keep growing because there's a lot of stuff that we're doing. We want to share with you guys, man. I know this video was a little rough, but those are the points I was trying to make. You get the idea. I mean, you know, nobody's perfect. No extra charge for mistakes or wrong notes. More videos coming soon. I swear to God, I'm gonna try to keep this more consistent. You know, Uncle Larry's making us look bad. He posts, you know, 2 videos a day. He's like Superman. Anyway, thanks a bunch, guys. Can't wait for the record. You know we love you, and just thanks a bunch for all the kind comments, and let's stay happy and healthy and rock on, baby. All right, cheers. See ya.